Hi, this is Rudy Jones of PalmettoStateBaseball.com. This is the South Carolina College Baseball video recap for Friday, May the 23rd. Game between Charleston Southern and High Point ended so late that I was just too sleepy to do this on Friday night, so I'm doing it here Saturday morning. There were 8 games involving state teams played on Friday, of course all in tournament play, and let's take a look at what was going on. Really some exciting action in the Big South tournament. There were 3 games involving state teams played. In the first one, USC Upstate beat High Point 13-9 to move into the championship round of the Big South tournament up in High Point. The Spartans were behind before they got a 6-run 6th inning, and they wound up winning the game 13-9. The Spartans trailed 4-0 and 7-4 before they began chipping away. Henry Zener had 3 hits, and Preston Lucas and Johnny Sweeney drove in 3 runs apiece for the Spartans, who are now 35-23 after that 13-9 win. In the second game, Charleston Southern beat Winthrop 13-12 in 11 innings on a hit batsman with the bases loaded in the bottom of the 11th for a walk-off win. The Buccaneers came from behind to tie the game 5 times, then won it when A.J. Martin was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded. The game result eliminated Winthrop into their season 31-29, a fine season though for the Eagles. Jalen Hernandez doubled and homered to drive in 4 runs for Winthrop, and that advanced Charleston Southern to a game on Friday night, and they eliminated High Point by a score of 18-8. The High Point scored 6 runs in the first inning to take a 6-0 lead, and then the Buccaneers quickly turned it around. Lou Rice had a grand slam in the 8th inning, in the 3rd inning, and he wound up driving in 8 runs as the Buccaneers won by a score of 18-8. That improved Charleston Southern's record to 31-21. Kane Collins had 3 hits in both games on Friday for the Buccaneers. One of the best performances of the day was by Camden Chalfant of the Buccaneers. He struck out 7 in a career-high 6 innings and helped keep the Buccaneers in the game as they rallied and then again pulled away. They advanced into today's championship round. In the CAA tournament down in Charleston, the College of Charleston won a pair of games. They beat Elon in the first game 4-2. Cougars scored 3 runs in the first inning, made it stand up, and they won that elimination game. Tyler Sorrentino had a 2-run single. Landon Penfield homered for the College in that game. That advanced the Cougars into a game against Campbell, and that was a wild one also. The Cougars had an 8-0 lead. Campbell began chipping back and wound up College of Charleston won 12-11. Cougars now 37-21. Campbell hit 6 home runs in that game, 2 each by 3 different players. Alex Lacoste and Ben Venables drove in 3 runs apiece for the Cougars. In the Southern Conference tournament, Sanford had an 8-run 5th inning and beat Wofford 12-7 in the first game of the day. That sent the Terriers into a loser's bracket game later in the day. The Citadel's George Derek Floyd went 8 innings, pitching 133 pitches, and that was able to help save the bullpen a little bit. Bulldogs won that game 11-10 over Western Carolina to eliminate the Catamounts. That improved the Citadel's record to 31-25. Western had the potential tying run on third base and the potential winning run on second base with 1 out in the 9th, but the Bulldogs were able to get out of that one. Anthony Hausner and Matthew Lively had 3 hits apiece. Hausner drove in 3 runs, sending the Bulldogs into the Saturday action. Later on Friday, Mercer scored 7 runs in the first inning against Wofford, and Wofford kept chipping back, but Mercer held on to win 8-6 to end Wofford's season at 33-27. Tyler Hare homered twice and drove in 3 runs for the Terriers. Let's take a look at all the other scores in the ACC and the like. In the ACC tournament, Florida State beat Duke 14-7. North Carolina beat Boston College 2-0. 7-2. BC's coach Todd Interdinato, the former coach at Wofford, they had a great run, and they had a 2-0 lead going into the bottom of the 7th when the Tar Heels scored 5 runs to take charge of the game. Down in Hoover at the SEC tournament, Ole Miss beat Arkansas 5-2, and LSU held off Texas A&M 4-3. In the third game down in the CAA tournament in Charleston, Northeastern, the top seed, beat UNC Wilmington 11-1 in 8 innings. In the first game of the day in the SoCon tournament, East Tennessee State had outlasted Western Carolina 16-13. In the Sun Belt Conference tournament down in Montgomery, Troy beat Old Dominion 9-4, and Marshall beat Louisiana 17-13. So, how about the schedule for Saturday? All right, in the ACC, Clemson plays Georgia Tech at 1 o'clock in Durham. Florida State plays North Carolina at 5. In the SEC, Vanderbilt plays Tennessee at 1 o'clock, followed by Ole Miss and LSU at 4:30. In the Big South Conference tournament, USC Upstate and Charleston Southern play at noon. If the Spartans win, they win the Big South Conference Championship and the right to go on to the NCAA tournament. If Charleston Southern should win that noon game, both teams will play at about 45 minutes after the conclusion of Game 1, and the winner of that game is the conference tournament champion and gets the automatic bid. In the CAA, College of Charleston plays UNC Wilmington in an elimination game at 1 o'clock, and then at 5 o'clock, Northeastern will play College of Charleston will play the College of Charleston UNC Wilmington winner again at 5 o'clock. If the Huskies win that game, they are the conference champion. If not, they'll be at a winner-take-all game on Sunday. In the Southern Conference tournament, Sanford plays East Tennessee State at noon in the meeting of the two unbeatens in conference play, and the Citadel plays Mercer at 3:30. Then at 7 o'clock, the Sanford East Tennessee State loser will play the Citadel Mercer winner for the right to go to the championship round on Sunday. In the Sun Belt Conference tournament, Troy plays Southern Mississippi. I'm still a little bit sleepy. Stayed up late last night. Troy plays Southern Mississippi at 10 a.m. Coastal Carolina plays Marshall at 1:30. If Troy wins that 10 a.m. game, Southern Miss will play again at 5 o'clock. If Southern Miss wins that game, the Eagles are through to the championship. And then if Marshall should beat Coastal Carolina in that 1:30 game, those teams will play again at either 5 or 8:30. If Coastal wins, it's through to the championship round on Sunday. And also, the Junior College World Series begins today in Grand Junction, Colorado. Florence Darlington Tech does not play until Sunday at noon Eastern Time, but there are 4 games. Johnson County of Kansas plays McLennan of Texas at 11 o'clock. Walters State of Tennessee plays Eastern Oklahoma State at 2. Glenn of Texas plays Lakeland of Illinois at 5. And Florida Southwestern plays Salt Lake City Community College at 9:30. That's all the action for today. The Stingers will play on Sunday at noon, as I mentioned, against having a brain cramp. Anyway, but I've got it posted on PamelaStateBaseball.com. Again, this is the South Carolina College Baseball video recap for Friday, May the 23rd. This is Rudy Jones of PamelaStateBaseball.com saying thanks for watching. Have a great day. Jesus loves you.